So we received the latest XIAO board directly from Seed Studio called as XIAO NRF54 LM20A Sans board, which seems an amazing board for low power wireless projects as it got a lot of wireless connectivity options in it. And the surprising part, this tiny board got 28 GPIOs on board which we can use for our projects. And in this video, I'll be covering everything that you need to know about this latest XIAO board, starting from its unboxing. Then we'll discuss the specifications of this board. Later, we'll learn how to program this board using PlatformIO. And lastly, we'll be testing out some demo codes and we'll try to make an interesting project as well. So this is that one video that you need to watch to know everything about this latest XIAO board. So now, before I start with the unboxing part, let me first thanks to the sponsor of today's video. So this video is sponsored by LTM, and you must have already heard about LTM software a lot from my videos, but you may ask that, hey Sachin, I'm a student, I can't afford LTM license, or else I don't know how to use it. Well, I got a special news for you all people. So LTM came up with something really exciting for all the students in India called as LTM Student Lab, in which you can enroll for free with your university email ID, and later you'll get free access to LTM license, PCB design courses, and certification as well from LTM upon completion of the courses, which will truly highlight your resume. And the most amazing thing about using and learning LTM software is that this software is accepted globally by a lot of well-known tech companies. So if you are a student from India, well, you should not miss out this opportunity. Just click the link mentioned in the description right now and enroll for free for LTM Student Lab. So talking about the unboxing experience, then it feels same like any other XIAO board, as it also received in the same round plastic case. Now inside it, first we get to see the actual XIAO board, which feels a little taller at first look, but it's the same size as other XIAO boards. Further, in the case we get this antenna which feels quite small than the other XIAO antennas, and here is the side-by-side comparison of the antenna we used to get in other boards versus what we get in this new XIAO board. This is definitely quite small. And lastly, we get to see the mail headers and XIAO card, and that's the minimal unboxing experience of this board. Now, let's talk about its specifications. So this XIAO board is powered by the Nordic NRF54 LM20A SoC, which combines an ARM Cortex M33 processor clocked at 128 MHz and a RISC-V based coprocessor clocked at 128 MHz as well. Further, it got built-in 512 KB of RAM and 2 MB of flash in it. Along with that, the board also got an external 8 MB flash for extra storage. Now here the major highlight of this board is the variety of wireless connectivity option it has. So now the module got built in BLE 6 with Bluetooth channel sounding, Bluetooth mesh, NFC, Thread, Zigbee, Matter, Amazon Sidewalk, and proprietary 2.4 GHz protocol support in it. Well, a lot of connectivity option in one single module. And now another major highlight of this board is its ultra low power efficiency. So it got deep sleep mode where it just consumes 4.76 microampere of current, and even when you use active wireless operations, the average consumption is just 3.87 milliampere. So truly, this board is perfect for all the battery-powered wireless applications. Now here I talk about the sensors, then it got built-in 6-axis IMU for motion-related applications and built-in PDM microphone for voice-based applications. Now here you will get shocked after hearing this, but this tiny module got 28 GPIO pins to be used. 28 GPIOs in this tiny module? Well, how did they manage to fit? Well, let me show you. So here if I have a look over the GPIOs on the back, then as in every XIAO board, the GPIO pins are attached here, like from D0 up to, let's say, D10. So these are the 11 GPIO pins. After that, we do have the GPIO pins in the middle. So it is 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So 11 plus this 8, that means total 19 GPIO pins are here. And rest of other GPIO pins are here. So if you look carefully between D0 and D1, we do have another GPIO pin. So yes, this is a GPIO pin. So after 19, would say we have this 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, and then 26, 27, 28. So 28 GPIO pins are present here in this all new XIAO boards, ready to be used for adding any external peripherals or maybe controlling any of the devices. And here if you feel the GPIO pins are very difficult to access, but they do have this GPIO pin extension, kind of a breakout board as well, where you can just shoulder this XIAO board on it and you get this mail headers to use all the 28 GPIOs plus all the power pins and everything. So yeah, you can use it like this as well. And along with that, this model also got built-in NPM1300 IC for power regulation and battery charging, and this complete feature pack module still comes in the same XIAO form factor of 21 by 17.8 millimeters. So those were the complete specifications of this tiny module, and now let's move ahead and see how to use it. Okay, so to program the all new XIAO board, we first need to download and install Visual Studio Code, and you can download as per your operating system. In my case, I already downloaded and installed for the Windows operating system, and by the way, I'll be leaving away the link of this download page down in the description of this video. So once you download and install it, you can go to extensions, and here just search for PlatformIO IDE and just click here. And you need to install this as well. Again, in my case, I have already installed, and once you install it, you'll find a new icon here on the left bar. Just click on it and let us just scroll down, and here you need to click on new terminal. Now here in the terminal, we need to type couple of commands to install the XIAO board's package support for this IDE. And from where to get the command? Well, it's available on the official documentation page of this XIAO board, whose link you can find in the description of this video. So here you just need to copy this command and later in the terminal just paste it and type enter, and this will install the board's package support. In my case, it is already installed, and in case if you have already installed it previously, well, make sure you update it, and to update that you need to copy this command and just paste that here in the same terminal, which will update the package with the latest board package support. And as you can see, in my case, everything seems already up to date, and with this we are done with setting up all the things required to get started with the board, and now we are good to go to write the code for it. Now, as we already discussed, this particular board runs on Zephyr RTOS, and in Zephyr RTOS we have three main core files to be written. One is main.c, second is project.conf, and third is app.overlay. So these three are the main core files which we need to. And now I'll show you how to create those three files to create our Blink example code. Let me show you. So for that, first of all, you can scroll up and click on open, and here click on new project. Now give this project a name. I will name it as Blink. Now here we need to select the board, and the board is XIAO nRF54L M20A. Letter framework is Zephyr RTOS, and click on finish. Now this process will take some time to create all the necessary files in your system, so let's just skip this part of video. Okay, so the Blink folder is successfully created here, and to cross check that, you can go to your documents folder inside PlatformIO. Inside projects, you should see the new folder created with the project name that you have given, and inside that folder you can see the Zephyr, and yeah, we do have the files here. So yeah, everything seems pretty smooth till now, and now let me show you the next step. So now here we need to modify those three files which I discussed before. So starting with the main.c file, which is inside the source folder. So here is the main.c, which is the main code file, you can say, where all the logic is written. So on the Seeds documentation page, you can find the main.c file here. So you just simply need to copy it and just paste it here. And if I show you what this code does, then let me just scroll down to while one. So yeah, this is the infinite loop. So inside while one, we are running a for loop in which we are setting up the RGB LED to different colors based on the data stored in the array. And here is that array. So initially we will turn the red LED, then the green one, then the blue one, later red and green, and so on and so forth. Okay, so that's how we are changing the color with an interval of, I guess, yes, 500 milliseconds. So that's the basic Blink example code, you can say. So that was main.c file. Later we need to add a project.conf file as well, which again is provided here in the documentation page itself. So if we scroll down, here is the project.conf file. I'll simply copy it and paste it here, and basically the project.conf file says which things we'll be using. For this example code, we'll be using the GPI, we'll be using the PWM, but we won't be using the serial terminal. So yeah, that's what we need to specify. And lastly, we need to add app.overlay file, which is not mentioned here, so we need to manually create it. And for that, you first need to open up a text editor of your choice. So I'll open up Sublime text editor in my case. Later I'll go back to the Seeds documentation page, and here is the app.overlay file. So I'll simply copy it and I will paste it here. An app.overlay file basically contains on which GPIO the LED is connected and stuff like that. Okay, so now you need to save this file inside documents, PlatformIO, projects, then Blink, and lastly inside Zypher. So here you need to save this file by the name of app.overlay. Click on save and this file will automatically be shown in the VS code as well. So yeah, here is that particular file. And with this, we have successfully created all the 3 files and now we are good to go to flash the firmware. So in my case, the board is already connected with the computer, and here what I'll do, I'll simply click the upload button and it will take some time to compile the code, and later it should flash the code successfully in it. So let's wait for it. And yes, the code seems to be successfully flashed, and on board the LED started blinking with different colors. Let me show it closely. So here, as you can see, the onboard RGB LED started changing the color at the interval of 500 milliseconds. And that's what the Blink example code was all about. And that's how you can create your own codes and run onto the all new XIAO board. And now, other than Blink example codes, we do have provided some other example codes as well. So let's test them out one by one. So in the official wiki page of the XIAO board, we were already having a lot of example codes for this board, and they also provided all the core files for the same. And out of them, we first tried out the IMU example code, in which we were getting the readings of accelerometer and gyroscope on the serial monitor. Later, we tried another example code in which we were getting the IMU data on the serial monitor, and along with that, the onboard green LED also glows when the movement crosses threshold value, and all the data was also reflected on the NRF Connect mobile application wirelessly via Bluetooth. And similarly, you can try out other example codes as well. And now here, as this device got built in IMU and built in Bluetooth, we thought, why not to make our own air mouse based on it? So here, as you can see, I can move the arrow of the computer using the XIAO board acting as a Bluetooth mouse, and this also works smooth in the mobile phone as well. So you can definitely try out a lot of interesting projects with it. So yeah, that was all about the all new XIAO board. And now, in case if you want to buy it, well, it's available for pre-orders on Seed Studio's website, with the price starting from $8.9 for XIAO NRF54LM20A board and $14.9 for XIAO NRF54LM20A Sense board. Now the one which I have used in the video was the Sense version of the board, as it got built-in microphone and IMU in it. So if you want to buy them, you can just click the links mentioned in the description of this video. And now, in case if you want to try out your luck, then well, you can get this board for absolutely free of cost as well by participating in our giveaway contest. So to participate, well, you just need to follow 3 simple steps. The first being, you need to like this video. Secondly, you need to be a subscriber of our channel. And thirdly, you need to comment below a project idea which you're gonna make once you receive this board. And after following all these 3 steps, well, you will be eligible for the giveaway contest. And after a week, we'll be selecting a random lucky winner who will be getting this all new XIAO NRF54LM20A Sense board for absolutely free of cost. So yeah, that's all about this video, and make sure you subscribe to the channel if you want to stay updated with this kind of new IT boards coming up in the market, and also to learn how to use them, as we regularly do this kind of stuff. And yeah, with that being said, I'm just ending this video here, and now just wait for my next video, and then let's explore, learn, share with me, Techiesms.